Okay, here we are with Robert, and it is April 10th, 2022. So, tell me about your childhood.
Well,
Anything you want.
I grew up out of it. I do need a sip of water now if I'm
Yeah.
going to talk. My childhood was spent in a small town, population about 3,000 in North Carolina. And I stayed in North Carolina until I left to go to Duke, which was still North Carolina, but not in Williamston, the little town. After graduating from Duke, I went into the Marine Corps, but we're getting outside of my childhood. In childhood, and I'm talking in the 5, 6, 7 years old, not in 2. I don't remember those years.
You were born in North Carolina, you said?
I was born in I'm actually born in a little town called Plymouth.
Oh.
And I was there only a short while when my mother died, and she was 15. I was 15 months old. She was in her early 30s. And
How did she die?
moved to
Do you mind me asking how she died?
huh?
How did she die?
Cancer.
Oh.
And I then moved, I guess, to Williamston to stay with an aunt, my mother's sister, while Dad got rearranged and what have you. And anyway, we stayed in Williamston for a number of years. In Williamston, played normal stuff. One of the big attractions for me and my friends in Williamston was a high school marching band. And so we all joined the marching band. And because I was tall, I became the, oh golly, what do you call it?
The drill and yeah, I know what you mean.
Up front
Oh,
of the marching band.
My husband was the same thing. He was the mistress, or not the mistress, the drill sergeant, or what's it called? I know what you mean.
It was very easy to remember until I tried.
You kept the beat for the whole band.
Yeah, Drum major.
Yes.
Drum major was the name. And all the way through high school, that. And what else? It was just everyday activities that any small town boy would be involved in. I had no particular passions or talents.
Did you play an instrument in the band before you were the drum major?
Yeah, I played a cornet,
Oh.
like a trumpet,
Nice.
and I did in the concert band, even when we were in the marching band. If we were in a parade, I was a drum major, etc. If we were given a concert, then of course I had to play an instrument, and that was a cornet, which is very similar to a trumpet.
Did you like to play that instrument?
Yeah, I wasn't all that good at it. One of my friends was very good, so he got all the solo trumpet parts. Then I could hit some of the notes.
Tell me more about your high school. What was the name of the high school?
Williamston High School.
Williamston High School. Okay.
The name of the town.
What were your favorite classes in high school?
Oh golly, I don't know that I had. I had a favorite teacher who, I can't even think of her name now, but she taught English. And so maybe that was my favorite class because of her. In high school, played a little basketball. I wasn't particularly good, but played basketball. A little bit of baseball. I tried football and banged up a knee, and that ended that. Ultimately, several years later, I had to have that knee replaced because it was injured. High school, dated, no one in particular.
Did you remember going to the proms at all or the dances?
Yeah, we went to those. Nothing in particular other than going to them.
Where did they hold the dances? At the high school, or did they rent out a special place?
No, at the high school gym, normally, the basketball gym. And they decorated one thing and another. And one of the big things during that era of my life were the big bands. And we would have big bands. You know what I mean by big bands?
Mm-hmm.
And we'd have big bands for all sorts of things. They no longer exist. I mean, we could hire, I don't know what it costs, but if you wanted to have a prom with Tommy Dorsey or any of a dozen, they were available and very popular.
What kind of dancing did you do?
We do, I guess, a foxtrot. Well, back then, a very popular dance was the jitterbug. And I enjoyed jitterbugging and was reasonably good at it. And my first wife, the boy's mother, I was dating, that was in college though. And we jitterbugged a lot. She was good. Anyway.
What did you do after school? Was there something that you did besides band, or what did you do in your spare time?
I had summer jobs and what have you. Drugstore, bagging groceries, delivering circulars for grocery stores. You know what a circular is?
Like a flyer?
Sort of featuring what's on sale and that kind of thing. And you'd leave them on people's front porch.
Do you remember how much you got paid?
Oh, I think I paid them.
Oh.
No, it would have been something very nominal, $2 a week or whatever. My father owned a cottage at a beach or a sound, really, called Pamlico. And we would go, I'm sorry, I beat you, Pamlico. And we would go down there for 2 weeks in the summer and fish, swim, boat, all those good things.
So that's how you learned all your outdoor, sports and things that you liked.
Yeah. But that was a big thing, Pamlico. And we'd invite friends down. I mean, with the family then, you could invite Billy down for a couple of days or whatever. And very big piece of my growing up. And then the most famous area that I worked in, I guess, was a Atlantic Ocean beach called Nag's Head. Nag's Head is where Hatteras is, where all of the ships, a lot of ships got wrecked. And I worked at a hotel there. And when I got old enough as a bartender, prior to that, as a lifeguard.
Oh.
And finally, it was time to go to school. I applied for and got into Duke University. Went there for 4 years. While there, I joined what was called NROTC, Naval Reserve. God, I don't remember what it stood for. But we ended up getting a commission in either the Navy or the Marine Corps. And that was, for me, a popular thing to do because it meant I wouldn't be drafted. I knew where I was going, what have you. So I went in the Marine Corps, chose to specialize in flight, and became a jet jockey. I was never in combat because that period was between the Korean War and the Vietnamese War. And all told, I was associated 4 years active duty, 6 years reserve. So a total association in the Marine Corps of 10 years. Very impressed with the Marine Corps. Learned a lot, I thought. Finally came out and went to work, had a regular job, which was with a stock brokerage company called Merrill Lynch. You wanna?
Getting your itch in your tummy on here.
Yeah. I am
Well, that's really a good start. Maybe we'll leave it at that for now.
okay.
Thank you.